The COVID surge is hitting our local hospitals hard, causing delays for non-COVID emergency care. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Steve Price.
And I'm Kirsten Holmes. COVID hospitalizations have almost tripled in the past month, now up to 943 after another 54 were added overnight and another 9 were admitted to intensive care. Patient wait times are getting longer and longer as emergency rooms and ambulance services are overwhelmed due to COVID and Omicron surges.
As News 8's Ariana Cohen explains, some patients are spending hours in an ambulance because there's just no room for them in our local hospitals.
Longer wait times has forced paramedics to provide more than emergency transportation, caring for patients outside of the hospital until they can get in, which some say they aren't getting compensated for.
It's a pretty desperate situation right now in the emergency rooms of many of the hospitals.
COVID infections are spreading faster than ever due to the more contagious Omicron variant, which is overwhelming emergency rooms across San Diego.
And we're actually providing a service in the hospital that we're not usually providing, where we're caring for a patient once we're on the property of the hospital, and that's uncompensated.
Jeff Behm is the managing director of Falck San Diego, the city's emergency services contractor.
Our volume just alone since Christmas has gone up about 30%. And, you know, we associate that with COVID, where people are getting sick and they're sick enough to have to go to the hospital and certainly sick enough to be calling 911.
Patients are having to wait even longer.
Our delays at the hospitals, which were averaging around 90 minutes, has doubled since that same time as we've seen COVID grow since then. There have been times where we're sitting in a hospital with a patient for up to 3 hours, and that's just not acceptable to be able to, successfully run an EMS system, particularly in San Diego.
He is urging the community to get vaccinated and boosted, social distance, or stay isolated if possible. But most of all, if you are sick and it's not an emergency, to stay patient.
We're going to get to you as soon as we possibly can, but there's an understanding that there's a triage situation that has to go on. So we're looking at dealing with the life-threatening emergencies first. I foresee where we are today continuing, potentially getting worse depending on how this variant continues with us.
Like you heard him say, he expects the situation to get worse. Staffing shortages will continue to be a problem. The good news is they have a mutual aid with the San Diego Fire Department to ensure they have a backup when people call in for emergencies.